Hi, I'm Jason Wheeler with your headlines from North Texas. We begin with a remarkable story of survival out of Dallas. A man says he noticed a delivery man at his door with a pizza that he didn't order. And when he opened the door, he was shot more than a dozen times. Tonight, he's telling Brittany Moncrief he's blessed just to be alive.
For this survivor,
always helping people.
He says good karma is what stood between his life and death.
There's no reason why I'm alive.
For safety reasons, we aren't showing his face or saying his name because on March 1st,
Or wherever they shot me, I was like, this is a dream.
sharing this video, you can see a silver vehicle drive by the man's home on Sedona Lane at 12:38 p.m. and then again at 12:46 and around 1 p.m. About 40 minutes later, it's parked in front of the man's home. It's also there when he gets home at 2:16.
So I passed, eye to eye to them.
And just after 4, a pizza delivery driver arrives with food he says he didn't order.
They were able to put cash. So that's how they lured me to come to the front, out to the front door.
Dallas police sharing this video as the man steps out and someone dressed in all black with a ski mask and sunglasses comes around the garage shooting.
And I felt the shots. It was like 4 or 5 shots, but I also felt like hate from the person that shot me.
The shooter turns back to fire more shots, shooting him a total of 15 times. One bullet narrowly missing his heart.
This is it. Like, this is how I die. I felt sorry. Like, that I was doing that to my family. I'm sorry to die on y'all. Like, I'm sorry.
The delivery man, who was not injured, runs to call 911 as the shooter drives away.
Like, he saved my life. I want to thank him.
Police say the shooter drove away in a silver Chevrolet Trax, which the victim says matches the vehicle he saw earlier outside his home. Dallas police say this is an ongoing investigation as no arrests have been made yet. And after undergoing surgeries, this survivor is grateful for that delivery driver, his family, and his faith.
God must have another plan for me. Just said it wasn't my time.
In Oak Cliff,
I'm just blessed all around.
I'm Brittany Moncrief.
Millions of Texans on food stamps are about to have new rules at the grocery store. Senate Bill 379, part of Governor Abbott's contribution to the so-called Make America Healthy Again movement, now bans SNAP benefits from buying candy and sweetened drinks. Low-sugar drinks with natural sweeteners like stevia or monk fruit are still allowed. So are some baking items and frozen treats made mostly with real fruit. However, candy and drinks with more than 5 grams of added sugar have been banned. Those changes go into effect April 1st. With spring break wrapping up for many schools, families are preparing to hit the road again, but with gas prices really soaring now, their journey back will likely cost a lot more money. Luke Clary breaks down where the prices are in North Texas and how travelers are adjusting.
Spring break travelers who filled up their tanks last week might have sticker shock when they return to the pump.
This is unheard of. To me, it's ridiculous, but I mean, at the same time, there's nothing I can do about it.
Prices have been on the rise for 3 weeks straight. AAA says the average in Texas is now $3.58 a gallon. That's 32 cents higher than last week.
Oil prices are still near $100 a barrel compared to less than $70 a barrel when the conflict in the Middle East began at the end of February. And that has been pushing up pump prices by about 3 to 4 cents a day nationally and statewide.
A lot of cutting back going on in my household.
You do less of the fun things you would like to do, of course.
Stay home, work, go home.
But there's a lot of variation.
This gas station in Fair Park just reopened under new ownership after months of sitting vacant. And so to bring more customers in, they're keeping prices well below the statewide average. How low? $3.39 a gallon. Compare that with $4.99 a gallon. At this gas station in Uptown, 2 gas stations about 2 miles apart with 2 very different prices.
That's why it's so important for drivers to shop around for the cheapest gas. And really, they can use so many different tools, any mapping or navigation app or platform.
There's also the option of just staying home. That's what this dad did.
Stay at home and work as much overtime as you can.
As for that big spring break road trip, maybe next year. In Dallas, I'm Luke Clary.
Please, sir, stop. Chill out, Mom. Please, wait, stop, sir. Please stop.
Wednesday night, we spoke to the attorney representing the driver in this video to learn what caused that traffic stop to escalate so quickly. Now, the Hurst Police Department says there's more to the story. Tiffany Liu walks us through body cam video just released.
All right, here's your copy of the citation as far as the bills.
Until Thursday.
Well, it's going to take it because it's your citation.
I don't want it. Only part of a police encounter was circulating on social media. Don't do that. Now Hurst police is sharing their perspective. More than 10 minutes of body camera footage starting from the moment the traffic stop began.
Where y'all heading to this afternoon?
Home.
Coming from?
Why?
Just a question.
None of your business.
Corporal Morgan tells Tanisha Thompson she was going 40 in a school zone.
Should probably carry that with you.
For 4 minutes.
If you're not going to display your registration sticker.
Well, I wasn't told that, so we might need to get updated on the law.
Criminologist Dr. Alex Del Carmen says the officer remains calm. Then he tries handing her the ticket.
So up to that point, things are great. But then there is that one point where he gets to where he has to make a decision as to how he wants this to go.
Both videos show him dropping the ticket through her window and Thompson tossing it out.
That's littering. Step out of the car.
Corporal Morgan opens her car door with a struggle before she is forced out. Del Carmen says the officer could have made another choice.
And I can tell you that best practices would have required this officer to either disengage with her or get somebody else to come in and intervene.
But our expert says what he did was not illegal.
You are resisting.
Sir, I'm sorry.
Stop.
Can she just get the ticket?
No.
Her son is heard in the background trying to reason.
Is there anything I can do to get you to comply?
Look, Mom, he just said take the ticket.
Clearly, the son was more mature than the mom, you know, and was sensitive to the fact that this could go south very quickly.
Okay,
Threw it out.
give me the
It's
ticket.
on your phone video.
Give me the ticket.
We're past that.
Okay.
You're under arrest.
Thompson's attorney calls it unimaginable escalation and says she had a black eye and a torn lip that required stitches. Hurst police says Corporal Morgan acted in full accordance of the law and within department policies, while Thompson is charged with resisting arrest.
It was awful, but it was lawful.
I'm Tiffany Liu.
Collin County Healthcare Services says chickenpox cases are on the rise across the county. 6 cases have been reported in just the last week. Doctors at Cook Children's Hospital say this comes as vaccination rates fall for several diseases in parts of North Texas. They're asking parents to stay aware of possible symptoms of chickenpox. Everybody knows about the itchy rash, but it can start with a fever or sore throat, maybe muscle aches, and then grow into something much worse.
A lot of people just think that this is an itchy rash that will go away. And in most cases, that is true. But we know that chickenpox can cause pneumonia. We know that chickenpox can affect your brain and cause ataxia, where you have difficulty walking. It can cause meningitis. It can cause encephalitis.
Doctors are asking those who can to get the vaccine. The first one typically happens when your child turns 1 year old, the second before they start kindergarten. A local Chick-fil-A is helping kids to stay busy on spring break and learn some real-life skills, too. Thursday's Future Team Members event taught kids food prep and safety and customer service. The owner says it's all about preparing the next generation for the workforce.
Is to see the look on a kid's face when they're learning something new. To see the look in their eyes when they've accomplished something, when they're learning how to take an order on an iPad, because that can be pretty intimidating. But for them to conquer that is a really cool thing.
And then there was the payoff. The kids got to make their own ice cream cones and chicken minis to enjoy after all their hard work. And those are your headlines from North Texas.